Breaking this morning, families sleeping in a Northwest Atlanta apartment complex woke up to gunfire overnight. Two teenagers are in the hospital now, and the neighborhood is looking for answers.
Atlanta News First, Don Shipman is live with the First Alert breaking news tracker at Grady Memorial Hospital, and the teenagers are being treated there, Don.
That's exactly right. We have a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, and we're being told by police that this may have started with some sort of argument that escalated into gunfire. And those people who live in that apartment complex waking up to the sound of gunfire, and now on edge, of course. This is where it happened. It happened at the Park West Apartments on Peak Road in Northwest Atlanta. Detectives spending several hours on the scene there collecting evidence and questioning witnesses, cordoning off that area. No one in, no one out. The streets closed down in that area. Investigators say that an argument escalated to violence, then that gunfire. A 16-year-old and an 18-year-old both shot. Paramedics rushed them here to Grady Memorial Hospital. Police say both teens are in stable condition. So right now we're working to confirm possible charges with Atlanta police. And for now, though, two families waiting for answers, a neighborhood waiting to feel safe again. We're live here at Grady Memorial Hospital. Don Shipman, Atlanta News First.